Okay, I'm gonna try to make this video nice and short. It's probably not gonna be short. Also, I haven't been on here in a good minute. So much to catch up on. First off, before I get to the title of the video, why did they push back the date for the biopic? Why? Why? Like, I get it, but why would now the hype was so there, now gotta wait on another year. Is that it? Let me think about it. I think that's it. But on to the title of the video. Ever since Beyonce did the Beyonce Bowl on Christmas, which I'm gonna say I fucking adore Beyonce. That fucking halftime performance that she did, fucking amazing, outstanding. Oh my god, so beautiful. But the fact that people are saying, I'm trying not to cuss, the fact people are saying that she's the greatest entertainer of all time, that she's better than Michael Jackson, y'all are beyond freaking delusional. Like oh my god, like the amount of videos and comments that I have seen of people saying that she's better than Michael Jackson is honestly sending me. And I'm a huge Beyonce fan. I have 2 Beyonce posters. You guys can't see it. I'm not going to show because my room is a hot mess right now. I'm not even going to lie. I have 2 Beyonce posters over here, and then I have one in my drawer right over here. I also have, actually, I can pause the video. It's just, okay, yeah. See, you got me a little Renaissance poster. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I got lazy. I have my Renaissance vinyl up here, and I have my Renaissance, my Cowboy Carter CD up there. I also have my Renaissance bucket, fan, and cup over there. Again, I'm not going to show because my room is a hot mess right now, and I need to clean it, but it's really late and I just got home. What was I going to say? Yeah, no, the fact that people are let me not get this mixed up. Beyonce is the greatest performer alive. The greatest female entertainer of all time, yes, but the greatest entertainer of all time, absolutely not. Michael Jackson has more self-written songs than Beyonce does with number ones on the Billboard. Let alone, Michael Jackson has more self-written songs than she does, period. Because, no, I love Beyonce down, but she needs a whole team to write a song for her. Michael Jackson did not need that. 1. 2. When it comes to dancing, there is not a move that Beyonce can do that Michael Jackson cannot do. Did I word that right? I think I did. And if I didn't, then I know what I'm trying to say. And there are moves that Michael Jackson can do that Beyonce cannot do. Because I guarantee you, the robot move, the one that Michael Jackson would do at the end of Human Nature, it's specifically what he did at the end of one of the Bad Tour shows for Human Nature. I guarantee you she cannot do the Panther dance. I guarantee you Beyonce cannot do the Too Bad dance or the ghost dance, you know, that one. I'm not gonna get up and do it. I'm in my underwear right now. TMI, by the way, sorry. But yeah, I guarantee you she cannot do that. And if she attempts to, she will not have the fluidity that Michael Jackson does. Now, down to vocals, that's debatable. But then again, like, they're 2 different vocal types. One is a tenor, one is a mezzo-soprano. Or, yeah, I think she's a mezzo-soprano. No, she's a mezzo-soprano, I'm pretty sure. 2 different vocal types, two different vocal styles. One grew up in the 60s, learning how to sing from people around him during the 60s, which is what mainly, not jazz. Well, yes, jazz, of course, but freaking James Brown wasn't jazz. I forgot what the hell he was. Soul. Godfather Soul. That kind of style, right? Beyonce is contemporary R&B. Different vocal styles, different voice types, by the way. Let's not forget that Beyonce isn't the only one with a crazy range. Michael Jackson had a range on him. For a man, he had a range on him. I can barely reach middle C as it is. If for those who knows music, you know, I can barely hit middle C. Okay? Is that embarrassing? Yes. But Neither here nor there. What else? What else? What else? What else? We did dancing. We did vocals. We did lyrics. That might no. And then when it comes to stage presence, Michael Jackson had people, and not just people, grown men passing out at the mere sight of him. Beyonce is not at that level of fame. She will never be at that level of fame. And speaking about fame, Beyonce will never be Michael Jackson famous. Nobody will ever be Michael Jackson famous because they're not Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson got famous organically out of word of mouth. There was no internet back then. Beyonce has internet, and even then, she's not as global as Michael Jackson is. Literally a few weeks ago, I don't know if this is if it's still going to this day, but a few weeks ago when I checked the charts, there wasn't a single Beyonce album on that chart. You know what was on that chart though? Thriller, a 42-year-old album now? 41-year-old album, however old it is. Or almost 42. It came out what, 1980? No, 42. It came out in 82. A 42-year-old album is on the charts, and not a single album from Beyonce was. Mind you, she just released in March. What, 29th, 28th, 29th? Something like that. Okay? She does not have the longevity or the global outreach that Michael Jackson does. Michael Jackson touched all 7 continents. Okay? There are people in fucking Africa. Oh, shoot, I cursed. Whatever. People in Africa, in tribes that, like, basically well, for the most part, uncontacted, that know who Michael Jackson is. That is insane. That is insane. Okay? Back to stage presence. Beyonce does not have the stage presence that Michael Jackson has. Michael Jackson could get on that stage by himself and throw the hell down. He would put on the best freaking performance ever. Beyonce 9 times out of 10 has backup dancers. Love Beyonce, but it's true. Literally look at the Renaissance tour. Look at freaking Formation tour. Is that, I don't even know if I'm thinking about the right one. Jesus Christ. Most of the time has backup dancers. 9 times out of 10. Not to say that Beyonce cannot dance. She can dance her ass off, but the stage presence is not there the way it is for Michael Jackson. Now, is she a genius? She's an absolute genius. Absolute genius. Absolute genius. And I'm not trying to trash Beyonce. She is my favorite artist alive. By far. By far. By far. She was on my Spotify Wrapped. She came in number 2, only after Michael Jackson. And honestly, I think that's about it. That might be it. Oh, sales. If my memory serves me right, Beyonce's most sold album was 6 million copies. I could be wrong. That feels wrong to me. I could be wrong, though. But 6 million copies compared to Michael Jackson, who has 122 million copies sold worldwide off of one album, which is Thriller. I think it should just end there. I really do think it should just end there. There is not a single Beyonce. Why is there? Wow, sunflower. I don't even eat sunflower seeds. Anyways, there's not a single Beyonce song or album that is more iconic than any song that Michael Jackson has produced. Well, not song, any album. Sorry, any album. Because I'm not gonna lie, Single Ladies is more iconic than certain songs from Michael Jackson. Like freaking This Time Around, love the song Down, but people don't know that song. But there's no album that Beyonce has that is more iconic than any album that Michael Jackson has put out by himself. I'm not counting Motown records. No shade. But not from Off the Wall all the way to Invincible. There's not an album that Beyonce has that is more iconic or even sonically better than any of those 7 albums that Michael Jackson. What is 7? Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous, History. Oh wait, do I include Blood on the Dance Floor in the mix? Or... Don't fucking care. Not a single album that she has From Dangerously in Love all the way to Cowboy Carter, that is better than any of those 7 albums. Why am I so itchy? But I think that's it. All that to say, people need to stop comparing compare Beyonce to Michael Jackson. It is Michael Jackson famous for a reason. 1, 2. If Beyonce were better than Michael Jackson, there would be no reason to compare her to Michael Jackson because Beyonce would already be the standard. Period, point blank. Point blank. Michael Jackson literally shut down a Lakers game. Not on purpose, but because he was there, because he attended it, they had to shut it down. Beyonce could go to whatever the hell she wants to go to. They won't shut that down. But for Michael Jackson? Oh, I wasn't even alive long enough to know about the impact that he had. Because I was 3 when he died. I wasn't alive in the 80s and 90s. And clearly the people saying this were not either. And if they were obviously too young to know about the impact that Michael Jackson had. Because they would never dare to say that Beyonce is even holding a candlestick to that man's success, to that man's fame, to that man's greatness and talent. But that's it. I'm not trashing Beyonce. Love her down. Favorite artist alive. Second favorite artist of all time. All that to say, while I am a moonwalker in the Beehive, I'm a moonwalker before anything, ever. Period, point blank. And I wish the Beehive would stop taking every chance that they get to compare Beyonce to Michael Jackson. Because I remember when they did it with Coachella. I was in middle school. I remember that was the first time that I heard about it. They did that during Coachella, and they've kept doing it since then. And it needs to stop. Stop putting disrespect on that man's name. That man is the greatest of all time. Forever. Period, point blank. Thank you. I don't know how to do an outro, so yeah, that's it.